Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we just learned from Mike Scotto of HoopsHype the Cleveland Cavaliers are open to moving back in the draft if they can acquire an additional first round pick. And that is something that I find very interesting because right now Mike Scotto on his latest mock draft with Cleveland's loaded front court, right now they're not going to go for any big man. And I think that's why, because at 14, arguably the best players available are going to be, Malachi Branham will be there, which is somebody that they could take, or Jalen Williams. But some might argue the best pick available at 14 will be Mark Williams. So if they could trade back with a team like maybe the Timberwolves or the Hawks or the Spurs or the Nuggets or the Thunder, who have multiple picks, they could maybe go back and get themselves a guy like a Nikola Jovic, a Blake Wesley, Jalen Williams, who should still be available, a Ty Washington, okay, EJ Little, Marjon Beauchamp, Jaden Hardy. They can trade back and still get those guys, which would still have a great. Because if I once read, like and subscribe if you guys enjoy the content, 150 videos a month regarding every single NBA team. And yeah, now story time. So basically, I remember reading something once, and it went along the lines like this. The best draft philosophies provided by teams are draft philosophies that regard around best pick available, as a lot of people say. Take the best player available, best. But if you're looking for a scheme guy, unless the best pick available fits your scheme, take him. But if the best pick available doesn't fit your scheme and you just need one guy to fit into the role, trade back. There's no reason to overextend and reach for a player that could have still been available 5 picks back. If you know for a certainty, if a guy that you want and you know will fit into the round hole like a round peg, then take him. Don't try to make a square peg fit into a round hole because he was just the best pick available. Make sure you take the best player available that suits you. And I think that's what the Cavaliers are doing. They're looking at 14. They're like, there's a lot of guys that could suit us very well, but a lot of those guys will be available later in the draft. So why not acquire an additional future first round pick, because you do have expiring contracts coming up like Chetty Osman, and that you could potentially even have Karis LeVert. Karis LeVert, his contract's expiring. So I think this is the Cavaliers being responsible and just knowing that the guys that they're looking at most likely will be available later on. And let me tell you a few of the guys that they have been working out. I have the list right in front of me. Malachi Branham, Ochai Agbaji, Tari Eason, Ty Washington, Jalen Williams, Blake Wesley, EJ Little, Marjon Beauchamp, Kennedy Chandler, Kendall Brown are the first round guys that they have on there. And Malachi Branham is the highest ranked, around 15. Ochai Agbaji is 16. 17 Tari Eason, 18 Ty Washington, 19 Jalen Williams, Blake Wesley's 20, 22 EJ Little, 24 Marjon Beauchamp, 26 Kennedy Chandler, and 30 Kendall Brown. So basically, they know that they could trade back into the 20s, get an extra first round pick for in a future draft, and be able to draft any of those guys I just listed. Most likely, a few of them will still be available later in the first round. That's called just being a good general manager.